Two AI video giants. One massive question for every creator out there. Which one is actually ready to be your go-to creative partner? We've all watched AI video claw its way out of the blurry, distorted, uncanny valley and become something genuinely powerful. But here in 2025, the game has totally changed. In one corner, you have OpenAI's Sora 2, a model that delivers stunning realism, shockingly good physics, and impressive character consistency. And in the other corner, you have Google's Veo, which has recently been updated to version 3.1, a cinematic challenger that brings integrated audio and high-fidelity visuals to the fight. Now, we've all seen the flashy, cherry-picked DMOS. But what happens when you push these tools to their absolute limits? When you force them to make the kind of videos that creators actually need to make day in and day out? Well, that's what we're here to find out. Today, we're putting Sora 2 and the latest Veo 3.1 head-to-head. We're going to make them create two very different projects, a high-end cinematic ad and a fast-paced, viral-style TikTok. We'll break down their realism, how well you can control the camera, and most importantly, how they fit into a real-world creative workflow. By the end of this, you'll know which of these AI video generators is the right one for you. This is the ultimate AI video showdown. Let's do this. Before we get to the tests, let's quickly break down our two contenders. They really represent two different philosophies on how AI video should work. First up, OpenAI Sora 2. Think of Sora 2 as the tool built for the modern social media creator. Its main goal is to pump out polished, short-form content that looks incredible. Its biggest selling points are its amazing physics simulation, multi-shot consistency that keeps your characters from morphing from one clip to the next, and a huge stylistic range. It even has a wild feature, unofficially nicknamed cameos by the community, that lets you insert a person likeness into a generated scene. And crucially, Sora 2 now generates synchronized audio, from dialogue to sound effects, which is a massive upgrade from its silent predecessor. Then there's Google's Veo 3.1. If Sora 2 is for the social creator, Veo 3.1 is aiming to be the professional's choice. Its claim to fame is its deep cinematic quality, and most importantly, its native audio generation that was introduced with Veo 3. We're talking synchronized dialogue, rich ambient soundscapes, and music, all created in one shot. The latest 3.1 update refines this even further, offering developers and studios deep integration and control for professional pipelines through its API. So the stage is set. Sora 2, the agile and realistic short-form specialist, versus Veo 3.1, the cinematic powerhouse. Let's see what happens when we put them to the test. For our first round, we're aiming for the gold standard of video production, the cinematic ad. We need something that looks expensive, feels emotional, and tells a story in just a few seconds. The prompt is designed to test lighting, slow motion, and fine detail. Here's the prompt. A cinematic slow motion shot of a vintage convertible driving on a wet neon-lit street in Tokyo at night. The camera is low, capturing reflections on the shimmering asphalt. A single cherry blossom petal lands softly on the hood of the car. First, let's look at Sora 2's result. Right away, you can see Sora 2's muscle in the realism department. It absolutely nails that polished, high-fidelity look. The reflections of the neon signs on the wet pavement are crisp, and the car's metallic surface looks incredibly believable. The physics simulation is also on full display. The way the car's weight feels as it moves is impressive. However, the clip is on the shorter side. The slow motion is good, but if you pixel peep, you can spot some tiny inconsistencies in the background. The audio it generated is solid. You get the low hum of the engine and a gentle whoosh as the car passes, but it feels more functional than truly cinematic. That cherry blossom petal is a great touch, but its landing feels just a little digital. It's almost perfect, but it's missing that final 5% of soul. Now, let's switch to Veo 3.1. Okay, the difference here is all about atmosphere. Veo 3.1 delivers what can only be described as cinematic realism. The lighting feels more nuanced, with softer glows from the neon signs and a more dynamic play of light and shadow across the car. The camera movement, a slow and steady push-in, feels like it was guided by an actual cinematographer. But the real magic is the audio. Veo 3.1 didn't just make engine sounds. It generated a whole soundscape. You hear the distant hum of the city, the specific sizzle of tires on wet pavement, and even a subtle, moody music track that perfectly fits the vibe. When the cherry blossom petal lands, there's a faint, almost imperceptible sound cue. This is where Veo's integrated audio just sings, creating a complete immersive scene right out of the box. For round 1, the winner is pretty clear. While Sora 2 made a visually stunning clip, Veo 3.1 created a scene. It understood the emotional core of the word cinematic and delivered a whole experience, not just a video. For high-end atmospheric work, Veo 3.1 takes the win. Alright, cinematic ads are one thing, but let's be real. The modern creator economy runs on short-form, vertical video. For round 2, we're testing for speed, character consistency, and the ability to nail a trendy aesthetic. The goal, a viral-style TikTok video. Here's the prompt, a fast-paced 15-second TikTok video with quick jump cuts. A young woman with pink hair is shown in 5 different, stylish outfits in 5 different urban locations in Seoul. The character must remain consistent in every shot. Upbeat, trendy K-pop style background music. This is where Sora 2 is an absolute beast. It completely crushed this test. The model's strength in multi-shot consistency is its superpower here. The woman with pink hair is unmistakably the same person in every single shot, from her facial features to her build. Sora 2 was practically born for this. Now, let's look at Veo 3.1's attempt. Veo's output here is interesting. The individual shots are, once again, beautifully cinematic. The lighting in each of the 5 locations is flawless. If you took a single frame, it would look more professional than Sora 2's. However, Veo 3.1 struggled with the main task. Character consistency, while a focus of the latest update, isn't quite there yet for this kind of rapid-fire editing. The pacing also feels a little slower, more deliberate, and less chaotic than what you'd expect from a viral TikTok. It interpreted fast-paced through a filmmaking lens, not a social media one. It created a beautiful short film, but it didn't really make a TikTok. For round 2, the tables have completely turned. Sora 2 is the decisive winner. Its mastery of character consistency and its built-in understanding of short form. Social-first content makes it the perfect tool for cranking out viral-style videos. So, after 2 intense rounds, where do we land? Let's break it down. First, realism. This is a tough one. For sheer cinematic polish and nuanced lighting, Veo 3.1 has a slight edge. Its ability to render atmosphere is top-notch. But for that high-fidelity, physically accurate realism you need in short bursts, Sora 2 is incredibly convincing. I'm calling this a tie because it really depends on whether you need cinematic realism or social media realism. Next, camera control. Again, 2 different stories. Veo 3.1, through its API, offers pro-level programmatic control for developers. But for the average creator, Sora 2's ability to understand natural language commands for camera movement and execute complex multi-shot sequences from a simple prompt gives it a huge practical advantage. For the everyday workflow, ease of use is king. The point goes to Sora 2. Third, workflow and integration. This is Veo 3.1's territory. Native audio generation is a massive deal. Getting a complete audio-visual scene without having to jump to another program saves a ton of time. Add in the potential for longer videos through scene extension and its focus on API access. And Veo 3.1 is clearly built for a more demanding production pipeline. The point goes to Veo 3.1. Finally, ease of use and accessibility. This one's easy. Sora 2, with its app-focused interface designed for quick iteration, is made for creators to just pick up and start using. Veo 3.1 is more powerful under the hood, but it's also more complex, geared towards those comfortable in the Google Cloud ecosystem. For the creator who wants to get from idea to video as fast as possible, Sora 2 is the undeniable winner. So, adding it all up, it's an incredibly close race. For cinematic work, Veo 3.1 is the reigning champ. For viral content, Sora 2 absolutely dominates. But the question was, which one fits a modern creator's workflow best? And for me, that comes down to speed, flexibility, and character consistency. For those reasons, my overall winner today is Sora 2. But hey, that's just my take after these 2 tests. What do you think? Which tool are you more excited about? Have you had a chance to test either one? Drop your winner in the comments below. And if you want to stay ahead of the curve on AI tools for creators and see more showdowns like this one, make sure you hit that subscribe button.